Hey everyone, Sierra here from Art and Affirmations by Sierra. I'm going to be showing you a page in this accordion style journal that I made. I made this a couple weeks ago and I haven't really done much with it other than make it and kind of do that first page. And so I sat down in my art space today and thought, oh, maybe I'll just do a page in that accordion journal, which was super fun to make. It's just a lot of different pieces of paper put together to make a no so easy style of journal. So the first thing I did was just take some of my different sprays and put some some paint on the page, and that's all I did last night before bed, was do that. So I came to the space this morning after it was all dried, and I gathered some supplies for the spread. I just went through my stash of papers and scraps and just grabbed a few things that I thought might look together nicely. Grabbed my different glues, craft glue, Mod Podge, and just a regular glue stick, some paints that I wanted to work with in fluorescent pink, black, and I think the other one was like a ivory type color. I used the Liquitex basics for most of my work. They're affordable. You can get them at Joann's, Michael's, online. Um, I like how they work, and I love the color selection. So when I purchased them, I bought the little tubes just so I could have them all and try them all, and there's definitely colors that I gravitate more towards. So I did a little bit of collage with some of the pieces, and then mixed the two paints together, and added some paint in various places with just um, a paintbrush. And again, this is acrylic paint. Um, so I'm going to just kind of pop in here and there and kind of just let you know my process and what I'm thinking. So this, I just wanted to add a little bit of paint on the page in those different shades of muted pink and then brighter pink, and just kind of just adding, not thinking too much about where I'm adding the paint, but just a little bit throughout the spread to just make it cohesive. So then I grabbed this handmade stencil. It's just made out of a piece of scrap paper. Just playing it around one day with different shapes, and I kind of liked the way this one turned out. Putting some paint over that stencil with a makeup sponge in various places. Again, trying to draw your eyes to different parts of the page. So I did the fold and then a little pieces of the stencil, one on each side, just to kind of move your eye around the page. So here I'm adding in some watered down black acrylic with a fan brush to bring in some splatter to the page, just to kind of help balance it and bring some of that black that's in the scrap pieces forward and break up that pink a little bit. It's kind of hard to see, but I just came in with a little felt tip black pen and outlined all the stencil work just to bring in some of that black, break up the pink again, and just kind of add some details to the page. Here I'm using a used tea bag. I love to drink tea. I love to save the bags because they add a lot of just dimension and texture and fun details to the page. So I'm just bringing in a little bit of that, pulling some of that brown that's in the background up into the front foreground with the brown of the tea bag. So I felt pretty good about the background and what was going on. So I started working on the next stage was just adding some focal points. So I knew I wanted to use this lace piece on the left hand side to make a pocket. So I knew I wanted to do that. So I kind of placed that there just to see what it looked like. And then working on that right side of the page, trying to decide how I wanted to work with it and with the papers I had chosen. So you'll kind of see me fiddle around with like different elements that I had pulled out to create with this page, and just kind of figuring out what my eye liked. And while I was thinking about that, I was like, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and glue the lace pocket down while I'm still kind of trying to figure out what else is going to happen. So as you can see, it kind of took me a while to figure out what I wanted to do. And then I decided, you know what, I was gonna go with a belly band, and so that wasn't long enough. So I added a little bit more of the scrap, that particular scrap paper together to make a belly band, and you'll see that process. You'll see that process now. So belly band is done, and now I'm just deciding how what I want to tuck in there. That is one of my the I believe in myself is an affirmation card that I made. Um, it is part of a set that is up on my Etsy shop if you want to check that out. So I decided I wanted to use that one on the left side in the pocket because I didn't like that you couldn't read it all tucked under there. So I'm making another tag to slide in that belly band, and I on the back just use some leftover note card to make a journaling spot. And as I was putting it in the belly band, I decided, oh, why not just grab some of that leftover pink that's on there and color in those flowers. So on the fly, that's usually what happens with my art journaling style, is you figure it out as you go and you don't overthink things and you just enjoy the process. After it was all done, I was like, oh, that's a lot of pink, but you know what? That's okay. Sometimes when you're in certain parts of your journal spread making, you go, I'm not sure if that's going to work out. And the idea is you keep going, and there are times when you finish and you're like, ooh, I really like that. And there's times that you're like, oh, still don't really like the way that turned out. But in the end, what it is about, it's about the process and what the process brings you and what you learn from the process. So keep going, keep trying new things, um, keep an open mind and an open heart, and allow yourself to immerse yourself in the process of it all. So I am just writing some little notes to myself on my little journal spot for my tuck card. And this is the part that I love too, because art journaling is whatever you need it to be, right? And I tend to gravitate towards maybe little, messages that pop up in my head, little things that I need reminding of, little like affirmations or words, or something that is kind of in the forefront of my mind, or comes up in the forefront of the mind through my process of art making. So today it was just some little notes to myself of arting in what you need to hear, right? I don't know, just sharing some thoughts with you. And there's that I believe in myself card tucked in the left hand side. And I was trying to like fit some more little things in, but obviously you can see there that was not going to fit anywhere. That was another card I had made, one day, little project. Um, so yeah, I think I'm just going to let you watch the rest of it, and then show you a picture of when it's all said and done. And I hope that maybe you got some inspiration watching the video. Here I'll pop in and say I didn't like, where I had to put those two pieces together to make the belly band larger. I didn't like that you could see that like seam. It was bothering me. So I grabbed one of my cutout butterflies and decided to put that there, to cover that seam up and just have a butterfly popping out of the page. I love butterflies in my art making process, and I feel like I always find a way to add them in where I can. So anyways, thank you guys for stopping by. May you feel inspired to create in your own art journals or creative endeavors, and sending love and light to all. Happy creating, everybody. See you next time.